Okay guys, back again. I decided to go back in a little bit of detail on this one. Pretty well just your run-of-the-mill rocket stove. I wanted to try one out. I made this here, and you can use your normal sticks, twigs, whatever. You can put a 2x4 in there. That is 4x4 tubing, 1/4 inch wall. But doing so, I only got heat temperatures out of the barrel of about 450, 500 max. That's about all I could get out of it. Even implementing some raw coal, I still just couldn't maintain a good strong heat. So what I done was made this little thing here. It's an insert that allows me to feed that top tube full of wood pellets. It's a pretty simple little design. Just got a piece of flat plate there with holes drilled in it, piece of 1.5 inch angle iron, separates the pellets as they fall, and put that down, 3/4 inch pipe that goes all the way through it to allow air to roll through. At the bottom of that pipe, I cut slits through it about halfway to allow air to come down and feed the fire. It's about, I believe it's -12 outside right now here in southern Indiana. I'm not much on the editing, filming part of this, but just bear with me and we'll get this thing going. I'll fire it up, get a little heat in here. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this all one-handed. I know you guys know it can be difficult at times. I'll take this insert here, and I'll put it in the bottom horizontal tube. I know you won't be able to see this, but you know, I gotta stop it here about this line so I don't get pellets that come back into my air intake tunnel. And I'll add a little bit of fuel here to get her started. Now, one thing I do a little different is these cold temps, trying to establish a good draw. I don't want the smoke coming back up in the room here. So what I've done was put an inline duct fan to assist the draw, coax it, get it up there and get the flue heated up to where it'll establish its own draw quicker and I don't get back feed. So I'll go ahead and plug in this fan, which I need to wire to a switch, but good enough for now. This is all trial and error too. It's not going to be in this little 12x24 shop area. This is supposed to be made for the bigger part of my garage, which I'll eventually get around to. Apologize for the wobble in this here. I'm trying to look and see what the heck I'm doing. There we go. And it's cold now. Might be able to tell from a little bit of shaking. Let me get this thing lit here. I'll be right back. Try to keep this short. Okay. As you can see, I got fire just started in there. And it'll take off here pretty quick. The barrel itself, of course, 55-gallon drum. Feed tube, horizontal tube. I did make an ash pan for it. I don't know if you can see the grating up in there or not. Probably not. That works really well. That really helped me get my temps I needed out of it. Like I said before, just burn normal wood and everything, I couldn't give maybe 400 or 500 degrees. Now I burn these pellets, added extra airflow in an ash pan where they keep clean itself out. I actually had the top of this barrel at 1,000 degrees. I pegged this little thing here. It heats this room up fast. 55-gallon barrel. It does have a 20-gallon barrel inside it over the riser. It is about 2.5 inches below the lid. The riser is. It's got an 8-inch stovepipe around it, and it is insulated around the riser, vermiculite. And the stove itself is rather heavy, has about 250 pounds of sand in it to add a little mass, and you can really tell once it heats all that sand that it's really cooking. Starts putting off a lot of heat and stays warm. That fire can burn out and it'll stay good and warm for a couple hours after that. Still put off about 250 degrees worth of heat. Let me get this fire going really good, and I'll be back. Okay, it literally hasn't even been 5 minutes since I last left you, but we're already at 350 degrees. That inline fan, I mean, it helps tremendous to get it started. I don't leave it on because, you know, it actually pulls too much heat through my flue and I lose temperatures in my barrel. And I don't want to burn my fan up putting that much heat into it. It's really designed for that. But it really helps assist and get your fire started, get it going, get it hot, and then you'll be good to go. So it's unplugged. And that's how she's working there. Not too bad. Like I said, it really hadn't even been going, probably not even 5 minutes under its own draw there, so it's still got some warming up to do. I'll leave you here for a little bit yet, and see, now we're already at 450. She climbs fast. It gets hot. Give me about another 10 minutes or so. I'll come back with you. We'll see if we can get her up around 700-800 degrees here pretty quick. Now, I'm going to leave the fan off during this. I want it to be under its own power, so I can tell it's already climbed pretty quick. So, all right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I was going to show you with the fire going just like it was earlier when it first started, that I'm able to fill this hopper all the way up here with pellets. Then the gravity feed down as needed. Since the fire is actually established underneath that angle iron of the insert, when you dump these in, it don't put the fire out. Because that pipe that goes through underneath the angle iron still allows air to the fire, and the weight of these don't smother it. It's cold. It's warming up fast though in here. I'm for these pellets to fall down a little bit here so you can see it. Well, that's boring. That's taking too long. Okay. Even though a shot of the fire chamber here. Now, like I said, this is unplugged. That's its own draw, its own power. You can see the pellets up here towards the top, stacking up, ready to fall as needed. It does pretty well. There we go. Yeah. Okay, well, you get the idea. Nothing fancy. Like I said, see, we're already, what, 6:25-ish, somewhere in there? And it hasn't even been the full 10 minutes. I told you I'd be back, so I don't know. It'll get 1,000 degrees. I don't really need it to get 1,000 degrees. I'll actually slow the fire down here at about 700, choke a little air off, and that's more than enough to warm up this 12 by 24 area here behind my garage. Just a little workshop hangout at the moment, but big part's behind that wall, and that's where this will eventually be. So we take a couple quick temperature readings here. Show you guys. Side of the tube, about halfway down it here. We're only at 80. Sorry, I'm shaking. It's a little cold. 82 degrees. Bottom of the barrel, 57 degrees. So the mass has not took time to heat up yet. Oh, sorry, a little close. I don't even know what that means. Oh well. Well. I'm guessing my heat gun just screwed up, because it ain't doing nothing. Well, I was going to show you some flue temps. I'll wait for time off, maybe it'll kick back on. No. I'm going to have to figure out what that means. Oh, there we go. I guess. Well. Okay, whatever. Alright, well, at least it's showing some flue temps. I'm not sure what the OL stands for. So we're at, let's see, this shows about 600 degrees. And the flue is about 67, 60, about 70 degrees, somewhere in there. Right here where it comes out of the barrel itself. On my awesome duct tape, 50 degrees. Of course, heat gets trapped up here a little bit on its way out, but not bad. I'd like to know what that OL stands for. If anybody knows, let me know. So I ain't gotta try to figure it out. But anyways, there you go. It's nothing fancy. Pretty relatively cheap to make. I think I got maybe 200 bucks in it. The most expensive part was the 7 feet of that 4x4 1/4-inch wall square tubing. That was about 125 bucks itself around here. I already had the barrel. Rest was pretty cheap, so there you go. Thanks for watching.